Hi there, welcome back. In the most recent video from $99 to Cloud Engineer, we covered how you can use a home lab to get the practical experience you need to be able to become a cloud engineer. In this video, we are now going to show you the best Docker apps that we have that you can install in your $99 home lab. We are going to look at our most popular Dockerized apps for 2025. We are using Proxmox as our home lab, and we have an LXC container. In there we are running Docker, and in there we have installed all our applications. Our most popular application was Nextcloud. By self-hosting Nextcloud and using our special instructions in our video, you can replace Microsoft 365 as well as OneDrive and Google Drive with this application. Collaborate securely with Nextcloud's privacy-focused features. Access and edit and share files seamlessly across devices. We are talking your iPhone, your iPad, Android phone, and your laptop. The instructions to this video can be found in our blog. We have provided a link down below. Here we have provided you with two videos as we give you two choices as to how to install Nextcloud. In both videos, we are using a Docker Compose file to install Nextcloud. However, in the first video, we are showing you a simple way to do that using Docksh or Dockage, as some people call it. And in the second way, the Docker Compose file that we provide you, we then use that with a Docker Compose command to install Nextcloud. The next application that we have provided is Homer. Homer is a beautiful and yet powerful dashboard for your server. In addition to that, you can use this to provide you with links to applications, like this for example, to open Nextcloud from Homer. In addition to that, Homer also supports Docker container monitoring. And in here you can see all the Docker containers that are running and their status. And now let's go to our instructions again. And there's the link to the video which will provide you with the instructions to install it. The next application we self-hosted is Docksh. Some people call it Dockage. And in this application, I can access all my Docker containers that are running. In addition to that, Docksh has a very useful feature. If I click on the Compose button, I can paste my Docker Compose file content here and give it a name. So this is the stack name that I provide. And when I click Save, it will validate your Docker Compose file's YAML format. And it will look for errors in the file as well. And then when the application is started, you will see here it will say running and it will give you a link. If you look down over here, when I bring my mouse over this, you get the URL of your Docker server as well as the port. I have an issue when using Portainer as it just gives me 4 zeros. So with this I can click here and open the application. And there we are, we have Nginx working. This is one of our most valuable tools that we use in this channel all the time. And to make it easy for you to install, we've provided you with a link to the video here. The next application that we are going to look at is Portainer. Portainer not only manages applications in your Docker container, but you can use this to manage applications in your Kubernetes cluster. So if we look here, it's very similar to Docksh. You can get a view of all your containers and their status. It's got some interesting features that the other app doesn't have, and that it shows you all the images that you have, and it can allow me to delete images that take a lot of memory that are not being used. These two here. So all you do is click remove, and that image is now gone. And guess what? Our server has got back the disk space. So from here we can see how big the images are and also what images are in our Docker container. It also uses stacks in a similar way to Docs. Now we have a different way to install Portainer, and that is we're using a Docker Compose file. To do that, please watch this video. The next app that we recommend is SmokePing. You need to know how good your internet connection is across the channel. In other words, from America to Europe or from Europe to America. Connections to Google, connections to YouTube. So from this you can see how good the traffic is, what our latency is. This is probably the best application that gives you a picture of how your local and international networking is going. So there's Google. And Cloudflare. And these are North America. And let's go to Germany. Telefonica. And Switzerland. Depending on which continent you are connecting to and which service, you will have different results, which gives you a global picture of your internet connectivity. In this video, we first installed Docs in our home lab, and then we installed SmokePing using Docs. And now we have Bessel. This is one of the finest and simplest no-clutter application for monitoring your servers. We are currently monitoring our Docker container with this. And you can see the CPU usage over time, the Docker CPU usage, and it shows you all the different applications. There's Homar. It uses 0.7% of CPU. Whereas Docs uses 1.3, call it 1.4%. So you can see what your applications running in the Docker container are using. This is a nice way to see if you have problems with your Docker containers. The same with memory usage and with Docker memory usage. You can see that Homar is running with 360 megabyte of RAM, while Nextcloud is running with 291 megabyte of RAM. And Bessel, which is this application right at the bottom, is only using 10 megabyte of RAM. So you can see this thing has been cut down. It's a no-nonsense, no-fluff application. Here's disk usage and disk I/O and bandwidth. And Docker networking I/O. In addition to that, we can see the temperature of the different cores of our CPU. We are using an Intel i7 CPU, so that is a 4-core CPU, and we can see that our CPU is running cold, 27 degrees Celsius. And again, we have provided a link here to the video to install Bessel. The next Dockerized application that we self-host is Droppy. It has a very simple interface and it allows you to drag and drop files to it. As you can see, it is as simple as drag and drop, and there's the file. And then here they provide you with a link to download the file. So if we click here, we can now download the file. So this is a very easy to use application. We were looking for a simple self-hosted cloud application that would work the first time. And we went to GitHub and we found tons and tons of applications. But guess what? They don't work. This one works every time and it's very easy to install. Go to our instructions and have a look for the link. There we are. Now, please tell us which applications you are running in your Docker containers. We trust you found this useful. Please give us a like. Please tell us what language you speak so that we can greet you in the next video. And now we will greet you in 5 languages. Baie dankie, tot ziens. Grazie mille, ami, ciao. Jesus sinaderfe. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Domo arigato tomodachi. Sayonara.